unfortunately we're okay.
And we're glad too, guys. With 5 stages to go, the leaderboard had some new faces. And 2 new names popped up on the class leaders, Williams taking over in N3 and Volkswagen ahead in Class A5. Another 20.5 kilometers of rough and rocky roads face the crews in Stage 13. John and Douglas Williams are now nearly a minute ahead of Chris de Wit and Patrick Yende, and with Versage and Swan out of the event, it's a 2-horse race in Class N3. Williams is driving beautifully, but de Wit is on a mission. Even so, he lost another second. Mike Nathan and Graham Hooper only have to keep it on the road to take the Class N2 honours, running some 8 seconds ahead of newcomer Craig Baragwanath, quietly getting on with the task at hand under the watchful and very educated eye of one Yanni Keane. Nkosanati Nzimandi and Gerard Snyman are running 4th in Class A5 behind Michael Houghton and Dolf Coetzee. Etienne Malherbe and Henny Portis are enjoying leading their class by 55 seconds. The Crosley car-hired Toyota Taz running like a proverbial Swiss clock. Dolf Coetzee and Megan Stowe are falling into the clutches of Michael Houghton after losing loads of time with an overshoot. Chart Conradi and Jaco Purchase are firmly on the bottom rung of the leaderboard, 25th and last, and this puncture didn't exactly help their cause, but at least they're still in the rally. The RFS Toyota Taz better off than the 23 retirements to date. It's lonely at the front of Class N2, Mike Nathan way ahead of the only other runner in the field.
There was a 30k stage this morning, but rough in places. We don't know what Costa Kamankaraka's time is for that stage. But yeah, we just try to take it easy now, but the guys are falling out left, right and center. We saw 2 of the class leaders from previous classes out in the stage, so we're getting a bit worried now. But the stage was really rough and in some places really quick. And the drop-offs on some of the mountain areas there, it's close to must be about 500 meters. So you don't want to get it wrong at the top there. But there were some patches there where it was really quick. You came down, you actually in 5th gear through the forest, and it's really tight. It's actually only a track for a single car. So if you go off there, you're gonna damage something.
Tell us about leading your class for the first time, John.
When I woke up this morning, I knew between the 4 of us is going to be a hell of a dice. And this morning we all went hard, and unfortunately Rodney went off. It was down to 3 of us, and this last stage now Claudia had gearbox problems. So it's left to Chris and myself, the old N2 battle all over again. So yeah, it'll be interesting.
Can Chris make up the minute deficit to the 21-year-old Williams?
Luckily we can only go to 2nd in class, so there's only 2 survivors. And we just had a long flat wheel, so that was good news for us. So we're about a minute or so behind Williams, and we'll just see what we can do about that, see how the rest of the day goes.
And as the fashion was set, we found out soon enough, the 2-horse race ending for de Wit in stage 14. And what of the Class A5 leader?
It's going very well. Yesterday I didn't enjoy the second last task day so much, but today I think it's going to be nice. It's forest racing again, and it's going well so far. Yeah. Unfortunately for Michael Houghton, I think he was the fastest of the A5 cars. He unfortunately picked up a 10-minute penalty. Overnight we were only 6 seconds ahead of Dolf, so he knows the area very well, so he will definitely try to make up the time.
23 cars set to tackle the longest stage of the 2005 Volkswagen Rally, 36.3 kilometers of hard forest racing. With the current attrition rate, how many would be left at the end of it? Just when Enzo thinks he has the measure of surge, the Toyota driver proves him wrong, blasting through the stage to a record time of 26 minutes and 43 seconds, absolutely supreme at the head of the field. And Enzo, he was 5th quickest, dropping 1:19 to surge, the result of a broken lower control arm, limping through the final 10 kilometers of the stage. Gemmell sets the second quickest time, but drops 53 seconds to surge. The Toyota drivers lead now up to a safe 2 minutes and 6 seconds over the BP Polo. The frenetic dice for fourth is raging unabated. Van Niekerk beating Rueda by another 2 seconds to lead the Spaniard by 9. Nicholas Ryan and Schalk van Heerden have picked up the pace a bit, setting the 6th best time to hold 6th overall and 4th in Class N4. JP Damso is driving hard to make up for the punctures in stage 12 and 13 and pushing hard to stay ahead of the privateer Goffs. Barry Grobler is now in second in Class A7, the Sasol Delight Goff almost a minute ahead of Koth and Fourie. And believe it or not, this is the last time we see Fecken, retiring in this stage with 2 broken drive shafts, failing a kilometre apart. The BP Golf was going nowhere, and we're down to 22 runners with just 3 stages to go. Stephen Wilken was running, but only just. He lost loads of time repairing a broken hub and was 1 minute away from being time barred after using 29 minutes of lateness. As the teams arrive back for the final service before heading back to PE, Rueda is a worried man.
The fight is definitely on. We're not as happy as we'd like to be. We've had a couple of problems. The car is pushing water out all the time. And we just don't know where the power is going. We just, Yappy is not going very well. He took 1 off in the first one. He's taken 4 again now. So now we have, I think, 14 behind, 13 behind. And we got a big fight. And there's still 40 and 40s, 80 k's of gravel to go. So this plenty can happen. And we're certainly going to try.
And the conditions in the forests.
I'm struggling to be able to keep it, tidy. And obviously, as you know, as soon as you start going wild, you just waste so much time. I spend more time looking after my life than I do trying to go faster.
See, and the other side of this fantastic battle for 4th place.
We're now only 7 ahead of Fernando. He took 9 of us in this last stage. We've got 2 gravel left. Then 2 Mickey Mouse tar, where I don't think the time difference will be much. But the 36k up now, and then a 25. It's still a long way to go.
Rueda was worried about his mysterious power loss, and they found out what it was due to, a hole in the exhaust. That was quickly closed. Then the team discovers a leaking center differential and set about changing that in the 20 minutes of service time allowed. And they made it. In the BP Volkswagen camp, the technicians set about replacing the lower control arms of Enzo's Polo. Rally technicians change all sorts of components in minutes, whereas a normal dealer takes a day or even longer. Rally technicians, many of them friends helping out friends, are certainly a breed apart. 45 vehicles started, but as the 22 remaining cars head out to the final gravel stage, ironically called Fat Tracks, all eyes are focused on the intense rivalry between Van Niekerk and Rueda. Rueda is on a mission. His last real chance, barring mechanical problems for Van Niekerk, to slot into 4th place. He oh so nearly overcooks it on this corner, narrowly missing a pile of logs that would spell instant retirement if he made contact, but lives to fight on. Van Niekerk drops 12 seconds to the Cape Townian. Rueda has done it. He's up into 4th and has a slim 3-second advantage and 2 tricky tar stages left to defend it. Rueda beats Gemmell as well, but it's academic, for he's over a minute ahead of Rueda. As all the cars complete the final gravel stage, we're off to pay the rent. All that's left of the 2005